We've got a lot going on. There's a lot of cars. We've got the Miata down here sitting. We've got a U-Haul. No, we're not working on the U-Haul, but the U-Haul has got goodies for Caleb's S650. We're doing a lot. We're gonna be doing a front bumper, a spoiler, intercooler, exhaust. So all the big stuff's in that U-Haul that we're gonna be using. Oh my gosh. I mean, EcoBoost or not, dude, it's definitely sick. It makes you want an S650 for sure. Okay, and here's the real gist. Weather looks real bad. The U-Haul has to go back today. So yeah, we gotta get down on that pretty quick. I mean, look at this thing, bro. They look great. And it's like, I know a lot of people diss on the EcoBoost, but let's be real here. We went from being proud of 300 horsepower back in 2005 to now we're making 315 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds-feet of torque in a 4-cylinder that gets better gas mileage. You kidding me? It's like, at what point are we gonna be realistic? It's not bad. It's not. It's really good that you can get that type of power out of that type of weight. All right, guys, let's see what we got here for this car. Okay, we got some big stuff here. What is this? Depending on how heavy this is. Okay, I think I know what that is. And you guys should know what that box is for. Oh yeah. Alright, so let's get a crack-a-lackin' on this thing. Oh man, how can you hate it? How can you hate it? But anyways, before it gets too bad, we've got to get this bumper off, get this new intercooler in. Look at that unit. Ooh, that's a big girl right there. For a little bitty motor. Alright, we got to get this upper bumper piece off, this trim panel. It's just a bunch of clips. Alright. Okay, that side was so much easier. Come on. Oh, thank you, brother. One more marker light. She's out of there, man. So now we've got to get this active grill shutter out of the way so that we can get down here and change out that little guy right there. Charge air cooler. We're going with something a little bit more appropriate for a sports car. Alright, we stuck anywhere else? Nope, that's it. See, it's that easy. Now, we get it off the top half of that hook. Slide this little guy out of here. Now, I'm gonna leave this here for you guys to admire, and I'm gonna go grab the new one, okay? This is our new intercooler. Okay, I can confirm this is a CV fab kit. We've got a little bit of hardware, and I have no instructions, so we're kind of winging this. All right, I think we're gonna be relocating the radiator up some. I think these are gonna be spacers. Bro, look, we've got so much space for activities, and the Wasp is back. Fits good, fits good. Fits real good. Fits real good. It does not. You've got to make it fit. Bro. So I had to come in here and shave down these little ears. You see how wide out it goes? So we shaved that down flat there. Shaved it down flat there. I'm gonna hit it with some paint real quick. Just so nothing happens to it, like it doesn't start rusting or anything. Bro, that looks factory, dude. Can't even tell. Man, that looks like it came off the showroom. Okay. I had to trim just a little bit off the top. You can kind of see that. Once again, just would not go on that side. And look, the rain stopped. We're going back together with it. We got the intercooler in. First of all, this thing's a tight fit, guys. Okay? I've really struggled to get it in there. So, I've got the active grill shutter fit on there now. A lot of cutting. We had to trim that little section there. We had to trim the whole bottom section off because I did not want it to restrict the intercooler that we just spent so much time installing. Oh my god, it's really starting to look like a car again. It's coming quick, it's coming quick. Okay, you can see it back there, but you're not getting much more. We're done with the front end. But now we've got to put this spoiler on. And we've still got to lower this thing and put the exhaust on it. So, we've got to get to work. Okay, unfortunately, it's a new day. We're taking the car to the shop because, I'm gonna be honest, that's where all my tools are. I'd like to do things at the house, but all I got at the house are like backup tools. But anyways, how can you not enjoy the view of an S650? They're so nice. They're so nice. Can be a little techie, I guess, for some people, but this is the one you could customize the dashes in and make it look like a Fox body dash cluster and everything. It's super sick, super sick. Not to mention, it's wet, it's been wet, and it's staying wet. So, unfortunately, going to the shop is just a little bit easier today. Going up with this bat, oh man. Oh shit. Alright, I'm sorry guys, I done forgot step one. Alright, step one. Crack you open a cold Mountain Dew before you start, okay? If it ain't got the sweat on the can, it ain't cold enough, man. If you ain't cracking a cold Mountain Dew before you start, what are you doing? We're gonna go ahead and start with the front springs because the front's gonna be pretty simple. We just pull out the strut, swap out the spring, yada yada. You've seen it before, I'm sure. So yeah, we're gonna start up front because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to lower the subframe down for the rear springs. So, also everything I'm doing on this side, I'm doing on the other side, so I'm not even gonna show it. But first thing we're gonna do is, ooh, kind of hard to see. Bam. So we're gonna pull these strut bolts out right here. Bam, bam. We're gonna pull that sway bar in link. Bam. We're gonna get that off. Bam, bam. And then the top of the strut up there, and the top hat up there. You can kind of see them. Bam. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the caliper mounting bolts off. Pull the calipers off, that way I can actually smack these bolts out. Hang it up in the back with a hook. Okay, now we can get the bolts that I was stupid enough not to get at the beginning. Alright, one down. Add two down. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's swap some springs. Got the springs on the struts. Now we're about to throw these guys right back in and get jumped on that back. All right, front done, onto the back. Now this is where it's gonna get weird. I think I'm gonna have to drop the subframe down a little bit. Maybe not all the way, hopefully not all the way, but probably gonna have to loosen it up a little bit. Maybe release the tension on those springs, loosen up the shocks. I don't know, we'll see. Boom, so yeah guys, after pulling the shock loose and disconnecting the sway bar, pulled our two cradle bolts out just on this side. I don't know if you can do the whole cradle at the same time. It's probably best to do it one side at a time, but once you do that, you can wiggle and pry these babies out. So let's get on that. And we got that guy out of there. Let's get the new one in. Alright, so we knocked out this side. It's good to go. We're going to throw the wheel on. I'm going to knock out the other side. I'm not going to show that. And then we're going to go on to the exhaust. Man, oh man, call us Little Caesars because it's hot and I'm ready. Look at this full MBRP exhaust system, cat back. Look at these tips, man. I mean, absolute unit. I gotta stop, I'm getting them all dirty. Look at that thing, oh my gosh. All right, let's get a crack-a-lacking on this. All right, 7 millimeters. Gonna pull this little rear skid plate down. Give us access to the mufflers, the lights, everything we need to get to. All right, now we can pull these two 13s down and drop these mounts. We can pull these two 13s and those two 13s and drop those mounts, and this whole catback system will drop out of here. Whoa, whoa! Guys, it's now just like fitting a puzzle. First we got the Y pipe in, and we've got our slippery snake. Clamps. Okay guys, we got the entire exhaust done. We got our side marker lights put in. They look amazing. We got our rear LED marker lights in. I've got to get those wired up, lower it down. I'll get the tips put on and adjusted, and we may be out of here. Everything's good. Just went out and got some shots of the car. You've seen it. It looks so good. Even though it's an EcoBoost and a lot of people are gonna hate, this car is awesome. We managed to stick a race intercooler on this thing. Front bumper, front splitter, side marker lights, front and rear marker lights, LED from MP Concepts. We did some lowering springs. We did a full 3-inch exhaust from MBRP. I mean, it's been a full transformation. The car looks awesome, it sounds awesome, it pulls awesome. It's already been tuned for the changes. I mean, at 2005, we were happy to have 300 horsepowers in our V8s. Now look at us with more than that in a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now granted, they are now direct injection and turbocharged, and you can go so much more aggressive on the timing, the compression of these motors, but it's impressive. I mean, even if we do like big displacement engines, big power adders, you can't beat efficiency. I don't know, you guys. I know I'm not really going to change a lot of people's minds, but say what you want about the EcoBoost, but I like them. I say get with the program. Efficiency is good. You know, and we're starting to see this efficiency in our 5.0s, you know, the direct injection, higher compression engines. It's awesome. It works good for a reason. When you use that same tech on the smaller engines, it's hard to, you know, to knock it. I think it's impressive. I really like it, and I really think the transformation on this car was one for many. It's definitely a badass looking car. It sounds pretty good, and it pulls really good. So thank you guys for watching. If you want more of this, tag along, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys.